Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. So, this was an interesting story I saw on CNN. Some of Donald Trump's co-defendants in the election subversion case in Georgia are trying all sorts of ways to fund their mounting legal bills. 4 have turned to crowdfunding online. One has a political action committee helping them with legal fees. Another one, an ally in Congress, vowing to support his legal defense, while another ended up spending nearly a week in jail because he didn't have the money to afford an attorney. Now, as we know, Trump did cover the legal bills of aides and advisors during the House Select Committee's probe on January 6th. He's also, paying for Walt Nauta and De Oliveira's lawyers in the Mar-a-Lago documents case, but he has to pay for Mr. Tavares' lawyer anymore because Mr. Tavares went with a public defender. Now, a lot of these defendants in Georgia are kind of befuddled why Trump isn't helping them with their legal bills. Well, you're in a bad way when you're in a court case with Trump because he doesn't even pay his own legal bills. And you think he's going to pay yours? You want to know how you're really in trouble, though? You want to know how you really know? It's when Trump goes on Newsmax and basically says, I don't know a lot. Basically, I don't know a lot of these people that are involved in the Georgia election case. I don't know these people. Translation, yeah. That's what he says when he's demeaning people. I don't know them. He just pretends like he's never met these people before. It might be true. He's maybe never met them. But you flunkies, just basically gave up your lives and your freedom for some guy who doesn't give a piss about you. You're in trouble. So, how much trouble are they in? What's the feeling of these Georgia defendants who are now understanding that Donald Trump has no intention of paying their legal bills? What are they going to do? Entertainment purposes only. Well, you better start taking action for yourself. You got to be your own sugar mama because sugar daddy ain't there. And if that means you have to start talking to the judges and to, not district attorneys, public defenders, maybe that's what you got to do. Yeah. You have your ideal of what you wanted to do with the election, and then you've got the reality that you're on your own. You thought you were going to have support. You're on your own. That's the harsh reality of it. The sooner you understand that, the better you are. Because that man ain't paying. He offered you only fool's gold. The whole election interference was a fool's errand on your part. It was doomed to failure. And, if he promised you any money or wealth, that's never coming. And he sure as heck isn't going to pay your legal bills. Donald Trump's about one person and one person alone, and that's himself. In the past, we have the Three of Pentacles. All right, so, this is the backroom dealings. These are all the people that were getting ready to be fake electors and basically worked in the big RICO conspiracy in Georgia. And you're all making your plans, getting your roles, and you got to think these things through. At some point, something had to not make sense. But if you were depending on Donald Trump, you're the biggest fool of them all. You tried to steal an election. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, you tried to steal an election, and folks here know it. You want Donald Trump to help pay for it? that financial source is going dark. You aren't going to get a dime from this guy. He has no intention of it. He got what he wanted from you, and now you can beat it. Overarching energy is the Knight of Swords. Y'all rushed in as patriots to save Donald Trump, and you thought he was going to rush in and do the same thing for you. He's not. The energy to learn, when he's done with you, When you tried to steal an election and tried to save his butt, he had no interest in you. When it came time to pay the favor back, he had no interest in paying the favor back. What do you need to do? You need to get smart. Whether it's crowd fundraising money, dipping into your savings account, or finding a public defender, you better find it, because you're in trouble for this election and the RICO charge that's associated with it. Nobody's going to come riding to your rescue. This is basically the end. You better make your plea deals as best you can. Matter of fact, you better race to make your plea deals. First one to Fani Willis gets the best deals. The longer you wait, the worse deal you get. Outcome, it's 5 of Swords. You don't want to be sitting at the table. They described it as musical chairs with Donald Trump. You don't want to be sitting at the table with him when it comes his turn to be sitting down. Because that's when it all comes together. And if Donald Trump's sitting there and you're sitting next to him, they're going to assume that you're a lieutenant of his and you deserve it too. This is every man for himself at this point. Every man, every woman. Get to the district attorney, make your best deal, and get out of this case. Take your punishment. Because the longer you wait, the worse it gets. Because Trump ain't going to help you. Ain't nobody going to help you. You got to help yourself. Gee, neat Christmas. Oh, God, come on, people. Seriously. I don't understand. This guy's got the most incredible gift in the world to get people to break the law for him. It's amazing. All right. Does Donald Trump even care? I know the answer to that. Let's ask a different question. Will Trump's reluctance or refusal to fund their law cases, basically his refusal to pay the lawyers of these people, is that going to come back and bite him? Because I'd flip in a second. You've been betrayed by this guy. What loyalty do you owe him? Now it's damage. Now it's damage control time, minimizing the damage that you've done to yourself. Will Trump suffer consequences, or what consequences will he suffer for not offering to pony up cash for their legal defenses? Well, there's the cash he should have been ponying up. Maybe he'll do it belatedly. I doubt it. He doesn't think they deserve it. It's his money. He's just, he's going to manifest himself as he's going to be innocent in this case. That's his mind. He doesn't worry about paying their bills. He's only going to pay for his lawyers because he thinks he's going to get away with this. Actually, this is like the one case he really needs to focus his money on, because he's not going to be able to be elected president if he's in prison for Georgia state crimes. He can't get out of those. But he's going to leave those people out in the cold. He got what he wanted. They can beat it. For all you NWA fans out there, that's kind of what I'm referencing. In the past, the Chariot, just he used them. Basically used people and just steamrolled them. Got them to do what his dirty work. And now he's done with them. Oh, they can cry. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He has no emotional attachment to these folks whatsoever. He's only worried about himself. This case causes him emotional stress. And he doesn't want to deal with other people on this one. I'm asking how this is going to impact him. If we're going to look strictly how it impacts him, these are people coming forward with information when they cut a deal. And I guess in some ways Trump just can't believe that they would betray him like this, because he's Donald Trump and he deserves your undivided loyalty. But he basically threw these folks under the bus. He didn't want to pay for their lawyers. He threw them away. So what are they going to do? They're going to panic, and they're going to go to the Fani Willis and the district attorney with their offers of information. Now, I'm going to read this one again because this has got dual meanings on this. I can already see it. And they're going to go forward with their information. They're going to get their plea deals, and then they're going to be used against Trump in his case. And they're going to show the relationship between Trump and these folks, and they're going to make the connections on it. This is also, as I started the reading, Trump he should have been helping him, but he's only concerned about his case because he feels like he's going to win this one. He got these people to do his dirty work. He threw him under the bus. And while they're pleading for him, he's emotionally, crying or stressed out inside because he's worried he's going to jail. Why? Because of election interference. Again, that Page of Pentacles is my election interference card. And he will do whatever it takes to win that case because he knows if he can win this case and he can win the presidency, he doesn't get to go to prison. The outcome is the Lover's card. He's got a real problem, though, because he has to overcome the people that have now flipped on him and have brought testimony against him. The very people he abandoned are going to be the ones that bring testimony against him. That's not good for Donald. All right. None of this is a real surprise, is it? What I find is a surprise, it's just the reactions of it's the same dang reactions. I didn't know it was illegal. We were duped. We were lied to. Yada 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 yada. Same thing with the guys who stormed the Capitol and got prison sentences. All tears and I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me type of stuff. You know what? The vast majority of us don't go committing felonies for somebody. Just kind of how life works. How will this impact the case? Will people flipping impact the case? Let's see. Will people flipping impact the case? How's this case going to work out? Valuable information will come out from those. Yeah, they're going to give the background of how the whole plot came together. Wow, winner takes all again in the World card. Yeah, okay, so valuable things that come in because folks that flip will give you more of the details of what was going on behind the scenes and basically who was doing what, who was in charge of what. This is where this gets interesting because it starts identifying the kingpins. Not that Fani Willis and company didn't already know that, but this is for the jury. You've got to convince the jury because you're going to need a unanimous verdict. Winner takes all. You need a unanimous verdict. So the information that they supply is going to continually focus on the same group of people that were trying to manifest this plot. And it's going to seal the deal on the guilty verdicts for those people. So like, the Rudy Giuliani's, the Sidney Powells, the Donald Trumps, the Cheesebros, and the John Eastmans and such, the Mark Meadows. It's all going to start coming back to them. Because these smaller potatoes, these fake electors, and the people that arranged them, they're going to start explaining how they got that information, where the ideas came from, who recruited them, who paid them, what they were promised, so on and so forth. And what they're going to be able to do is create a narrative that the jury can believe. And then the jury will start convicting. Because I guarantee you, other than Donald Trump, the jury doesn't care about any of those second-level group of people. They don't care about Mark Meadows. They don't care about Giuliani or Sidney Powell. They care even less about Eastman and Cheesebro. Now, Eastman and Cheesebro are the lowest on the food chain there. Meadows, Giuliani, and Sidney Powell's probably the next lowest. Meadows and Giuliani one step above that, and then Trump. So where, Trump might get off Meadows and Giuliani may or may not. Powell probably won't. And then Cheesebro and Eastman, who cares about them? They could be the scapegoats for everybody. You know what I mean? It's kind of that, yeah, you're moving down the tiers and you get less and less people, tiers as in T-I-E-R-S, the lower levels, and they care much less about those people than they do Donald Trump and his immediate circle. You know, you take care of your people and your people take care of you. You abandon him, well, that's what you get. He's going to find out. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments and your shares and your likes and feeding the YouTube algorithm beast so that my videos make it out there and get to new sets of eyes so new people can see them. And for the new people who are watching my video for the first time or just recently, hey, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you aboard. Hit that subscribe button and do the same. I really appreciate the support that you all give me. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.